Hi, this is Zdenka. So you got your new gimbal, you pull it out of the bag and you are so excited, you're filming the whole day and you get back on a computer, you look at the video and then you realize that it is shaky. And then you remember how you were filming, that the gimbal was swinging in all kinds of directions, you had no idea what you were doing. You were confused with the modes and all that. You are disappointed because you were expecting the cinematic video. Well, we've all been there. So in today's video, I'm gonna go through 5 common mistakes every beginner filmmaker makes when it comes to using smartphone gimbals. You bought the gimbal for the purpose of having a stabilized video, very smooth video. Well, the gimbal is going to stabilize your video to a certain degree, but the rest is up to you. The most work you need to do yourself. First of all, what type of shoes are you wearing? Do you have soft, comfortable shoes, or are you wearing flat sandals like me in the Mustang video? I know, right? I can explain. Well, it was very hot outside and or is the heel too hard? It's not rounded. Soft running shoes or soft padded shoes will really make a huge difference. When you're walking, you have to go deep into your knees. Make small steps, heel toe type of movement. Don't just walk, the regular walk. When you hold your gimbal, hold it close to your body. If you're extending your arm way too much, you're going to create another movement up and down, which you don't want. So elbows as close to your body as possible. Lastly, don't have your gimbal pointing straight up. You want to engage the motors so they do their job properly. Tilt it forward a bit. Now the video should be quite smooth. Let's say you're on a day trip with your family and you visit a beautiful location which you want to capture. So you grab your gimbal and you start filming in all kinds of directions and any direction and you call it a success. The shot is not doing any justice to the location. It's not looking cinematic. It's not luring you in. You're not feeling like you're part of the scene. You're not feeling like you are actually there. It needs to draw you in. Before you start filming, look around first. What are the main things which catch your eye?
So let's look at this location. What do we see? I see water here. I see some path over there. I see more water there. It looks very scenic and I would love to see some of those details. So one of the first shots I'm gonna go is just going forward, and I'm gonna do that with ultra wide angle lens. The next shot could be actually showing off this location over there, and I am going to select for that one standard lens just because I want to get a little bit closer. I don't want it so wide angle. And because the side looks good over there as well, well, for this one, because I'm standing quite far away, I'm just going to do with telephoto lens to get as close as possible. And because I'm filming at 24 frames per second, I need to pan really slow. Another view I really like, there is a lot of sun reflection in the water and it's really shimmery. So I'm gonna film against that between those wooden poles that are sticking out. Should be nice.
The first day you're going to get the gimbal, you're gonna wave with it. You're not gonna be filming. I was waving too, and the next thing you're gonna start wondering is, how do I make the gimbal to move the way I want? Because it's moving all over the place. You can wave with a flag, but not with a gimbal. The movement needs to be slow and steady. When I started filming, my shots were rushed as well, mainly pan shots. Now I'm in the position that when I'm filming in 24 frames per second and I'm panning, it takes me, I counted about 15 seconds to get from this position to here. So slow down. If I'm standing in one spot, all the moves are very smooth and steady. If I'm showing off a larger area and I'm moving my feet faster, my arm is still very steady and making only sudden moves. If I'm moving from one direction to next, again, the moves are large but very steady. This is all, however, if I'm filming in the real speed in 24 frames per second. If I'm filming in 60 frames per second, I will move a bit differently and faster. And if I'm filming in 120 frames per second, it's different again. This is something which takes practice and observing to see what works for you with your movements. Once you watch your video over and over and over again, you will see how much you need to slow down for the next time. Now you will develop your own habits, you will get to know your body and your movements, you will know what you need to do to get the right speed. Now, this doesn't come overnight, so don't get discouraged, don't get frustrated. The more you will practice, the faster will come to you. When you select the wrong mode on your gimbal, you will get very frustrated because yes, the gimbal is going to be moving in all kinds of directions and you will miss on a great opportunity to make the shot even more interesting. What I strongly suggest is yes, get familiar with what modes your gimbal has and roughly when to use them, but don't learn that just mechanically. So you're like, I'm going forward, my notes say I need to use tilt lock mode. Okay, I'll put it up and I'm walking. No, forget the notes. Think how you want the shot to actually look like. Don't just select all follow mode and hope for the best. Take your time, sit down or stand up, switch between different modes and get the feel how it is moving. Do it for an hour or longer, for days. Just keep working the modes until you are starting to understand the movement. If you don't do this and you will get on the actual location, start filming, you will get overwhelmed because you are not gonna know which mode is right and you're gonna waste a lot of time and you will waste the time to get the perfect cinematic video. You have a smartphone with all these fancy multiple lenses, but you have no clue which one to use and when. Or worse, you choose a wrong lens which will actually make the place or your talent look worse. Or you film everything with that one lens. That video ends up looking very boring. Ultra-wide angle lens is helpful for capturing large areas, but not good for capturing a person. If the person is in the center, okay, he or she will look skinnier, but once the person gets to the edge, it will be very deformed. Standard lens is for those shots of people, general filming overall. Telephoto is great for portraits and close-ups, as it will get you the blurry background. The closer you get to the object, the blurrier it's going to be behind you. When you film, you want to mix those shots, so when you edit them together, you will end up with a more professional look to it. There are a ton of mistakes you can make, but those are at least the most common ones I found when it comes to filming with smartphone gimbals. Well, hit the thumbs up if you found this video useful or entertaining. Subscribe for more. If you want to comment, please do so. Leave it below. I read it all, and I'll see you, my friends, in the next video. Ciao. Ahoj.